So over the next 45 days, I'm going to give you a tip a day on something that might make a difference for you. Not all tips will be right for everybody. Let's go. Tip number 1, power of customer personas and how to use them. Personas are like imaginary friends. So here's an example. You wouldn't use me as a persona if you were selling makeup. You'd use some young lady as the persona to advertise the makeup that she was selling. Why would you do that? Because if I'm doing it, you're not going to drive any revenue from anybody watching me. But if your persona is doing it, you will. So to create them, gather information about your customer's age, interests, the problems they have, and their goals. Once you've got the personas, you can tailor your marketing to speak specifically to that person, and that will make your marketing much more effective. If you want to supercharge your revenue and profit, think about brands. Brands are really critical in today's world in driving the value, the trust, and the loyalty in your business. A strong brand needs to speak to the personality of your business. Make sure that your website, your social channels, your messaging all match your brand personality. That consistency over time builds trust and helps other people trust you and your brand. And the power of the brand, probably one of the best examples in the world is Apple, drives sales on its own. But don't think that the power of the brand is the domain of a few like Apple. We can all in this day and age build a strong brand within the expertise and the business and the area in which we focus. Tip number 5, social proof. The thing about leveraging social proof is it's one of those things that helps you reference the things you've done for other customers. People tend to follow the crowd. So the more social proof that you can provide, the more easily you can win customers. So how do you do this? Well, you can put testimonials on your website or on social media, of course. That's probably the most efficient way to do it. Customer reviews, testimonials, and when other people see that other people trust you, just makes it an easier decision for them and moves you towards profit more quickly. Tip number 6, email marketing, tips for faster, easier conversions. Your email list is probably your most valuable asset, but it takes time to build it. Use it to share updates, valuable content, things that your audience will find valuable. Don't spam them. Don't send them stuff that's not of interest because you'll lose them as subscribers. Always put easy, rememberable subject lines into your emails. Make them catchy. Have a clear call to action on your email, like learn more buttons or buy now buttons or click here buttons. And don't forget to personalize your message for each person receiving it. The better you are with SEO, the higher your website is going to rank in the results. The more likely it will be that you will be on page 1 when somebody searches and you pop up. The more likely it is that you're going to drive traffic to your website and then convert those to customers. One of the most overlooked skills and a difficult one to accomplish is tip number 9, storytelling. Stories are like magnets for our brain. They grab our attention and they make information much more memorable. Use storytelling to connect to your audience emotionally. Share your brand's story, your customer success stories. Stories, without a doubt, help people relate to your brand, your products, your services, and very importantly, on a personal level, you. Tip number 10, video marketing and how to get started. One of the biggest challenges with video marketing or doing videos like this is getting out of your own way and having the confidence to push record. But it's one of the most valuable ways in which you can communicate your message, your value, and to your audience. Share your videos on platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Remember that the audiences for each of those platforms is slightly different, but think of those platforms and others as free distribution for your message. It's an unbelievable opportunity and one that you must take advantage of. Tip number 12, influencer marketing. So influencer marketing is like having a cool friend recommend your product and services to everybody they know. Partner with influencers if you can who have a big following in your niche. They can promote your product to their audience in a way that feels authentic and genuine. And of course, their endorsement will boost your own credibility, boost your brand, your products and services, and your sales. Tip number 13, user-generated content for growth. User-generated content is like free marketing created by your customers. Encourage your customers to share their experiences with your products and services. It's a great way for others to follow. You can create hashtags, ask them to follow your business, them to tag your business, run contests, do quizzes and questionnaires, and then sharing that content on your platform shows everybody else that they love your products and services. Tip number 14, mobile optimization. One of the biggest ways in which you can lose potential customers is by not mobilizing for mobile devices. I don't even remember exactly the stats, but something like 77, 78% plus of content that's consumed now is done on a mobile phone and not a desktop or a laptop anymore. So it's critical that you optimize for that platform to maximize the traffic to your products and services. If you don't, you're going to be losing revenue. Tip 15, nurturing leads with sales funnels. A sales funnel is like a journey that customers go through before making a purchase decision. It involves steps like awareness, interest, consideration, and finally the decision to buy. You can incorporate into a funnel marketing sequences like email and targeted content to guide leads through this journey, increasing the chances of conversion and more revenue for your business. Tip number 17, building an engaged community on social media. So social media is not just about posting, it's also about building a community. Start engaging with your followers if you're not already by responding to the comments that they leave you. So many people don't do this. It's such a big opportunity missed. Use it to conduct polls and surveys to get engagement with your community. When people feel heard and valued, they're much more likely to become loyal customers. Tip number 18, maximizing ROI with PPC, pay-per-click, advertising. So PPC advertising is like paying for targeted traffic driven to your website. You bid on keywords and your ad appears when someone searches those keywords. You want to focus on making sure you pick the right keywords, the right compelling ad copy, and well-designed landing pages. Hope this helps. Tip number 18, maximizing ROI with PPC, pay-per-click, advertising. So PPC advertising is like paying for targeted traffic driven to your website. You bid on keywords and your ad appears when someone searches those keywords. You want to focus on making sure you pick the right keywords, the right compelling ad copy, and well-designed landing pages. Hope this helps.